Hey. Welcome back to English Frenzy, the show where we make English feel less like a puzzle and more like a superpower. I'm your host, Pam, and I am so glad you're here. Now, today, we are getting into something that I know so many of you have been waiting for. We are talking about job interviews, specifically the phrases and expressions that will make you sound confident, prepared, and professional, even if your heart is beating out of your chest, because here's the truth. A job interview is not just about your skills. It's about how you communicate those skills. You could be the most qualified person in the room, but if you don't know how to express yourself clearly and professionally in English, that opportunity might slip right past you. So today, I'm giving you 10 powerful phrases that native English speakers use in interviews. We'll break down what each one means, when to use it, and how to make it sound natural coming out of your mouth. Let's go. Phrase number 1, I'd like to walk you through my background. This is your answer to the classic interview opener. Tell me about yourself. And here's the thing, most people either ramble for 5 minutes or go completely blank. This phrase solves both problems. It signals structure. It tells the interviewer, I have a clear, organized response ready for you. I'd like to walk you through my background. And then you give a focused 2-minute summary. Where you started, what you've built, and why you're sitting in this chair today. You can also use it mid-interview. I'd like to walk you through the project I mentioned. I think it really shows what I bring to this role. It's professional, it's calm, and it puts you in control of the narrative. Practice this one. It will change how you open every interview. Phrase number 2. In my previous role, I was responsible for... This phrase is your bridge between your past experience and the job in front of you. It's specific, it's professional, and it immediately shows the interviewer that you have real, hands-on experience. The key word here is responsible, not I kind of helped with or I was sort of involved in. Responsible. It claims ownership. In my previous role, I was responsible for managing a team of 8 people across 3 time zones. Or, in my previous role, I was responsible for increasing our social media engagement by 40% in 6 months. The more specific, the better. Numbers, results, impact. That's what makes this phrase land. Phrase number 3. One of my key strengths is... Every interviewer is going to ask you about your strengths. And this phrase is your clean, confident way to answer. Not, I guess I'm pretty good at... No. One of my key strengths is, it's direct, it's assured, it sounds like someone who knows their own value. One of my key strengths is my ability to stay calm under pressure and find solutions quickly. Or, one of my key strengths is building relationships. I genuinely enjoy connecting with people and understanding what they need. The secret to making this land? Follow it with a specific example. Don't just say the strength, prove it. Claim the strength, then back it up with a real story from your experience. That combination is what makes your answer memorable. Phrase number 4. I'm particularly drawn to this role because this one answers the question, why do you want this job? And it's a question that trips up so many candidates because they either say something too vague, I need a job, or something that sounds rehearsed and hollow. I'm particularly drawn to this role because shows genuine interest. It shows you've thought about it. And the word particularly is doing a lot of heavy lifting there. It implies you've considered many options, and this one stands out. I'm particularly drawn to this role because of the company's focus on innovation. I've followed your product launches over the past 2 years, and I love the direction the team is taking. Specific, enthusiastic, informed. That's the combination that impresses hiring managers. Phrase number 5. Based on my research about your company, this one is a game changer because most candidates walk into an interview having done very little research. So when you open with based on my research about your company, you immediately stand out. It signals preparation, it signals professionalism, and it signals genuine interest. Based on my research about your company, I understand you're expanding into new markets this year. And that's exactly the kind of environment where my skills in cross-cultural communication would add real value. You connected their world to your value. That's interviewing at a high level. Before any interview, spend 30 minutes researching the company, their mission, their recent news, their products, their challenges? Then use this phrase to show you did your homework. Phrase number 6. I work well both independently and as part of a team. I know, you might be thinking, Pam, isn't that a cliche? And yes, it can be. But here's why it still matters. Employers genuinely need to know this. The key is not just saying it's saying it and then proving it. I work well both independently and as part of a team. In my last position, I managed my own projects with very little supervision, but I also co-led a cross-departmental initiative with 12 colleagues, and that collaboration produced our highest performing quarter. You said the phrase, then you gave evidence from both sides. Now it's not a cliche, it's a credential. Phrase number 7. Do you have any questions for me? And your answer should always be yes. At the end of every interview, you will hear this. And the worst thing you can say is, no, I think I'm good. That tells the interviewer you're not deeply curious or invested. Instead, have 2 or 3 thoughtful questions ready. Here are some that work beautifully. What does success look like in this role in the first 90 days? Or, what do you enjoy most about working here? Or, what are the biggest challenges the team is currently facing? These questions show you're already thinking like someone in the role, and they turn the interview into a conversation, which is always a good sign. All right, we're not done yet. I've got 3 more for you. These are the ones that really separate the good candidates from the great ones. Stay with me. Phrase number 8, I'm a quick learner and I'm comfortable with new challenges. This phrase is gold, especially when you're applying for a role where you don't tick every single box on the job description. And here's a secret. Almost nobody ticks every box. So instead of hoping the interviewer doesn't notice the gaps, you address it head on. I'm a quick learner and I'm comfortable with new challenges. In my last role, I picked up an entirely new project management system in under 2 weeks. And within a month, I was training others on it. See what happened there? You didn't just say you're a quick learner, you proved it with a real story. That's the move. Confidence plus evidence every single time. Phrase number 9, I'm looking for an opportunity where I can grow and contribute long-term. This one answers a question interviewers are always thinking about, but don't always ask directly. Are you going to stay? Hiring someone is expensive and time-consuming. Companies want people who are in it for the long haul. So when you say, I'm looking for an opportunity where I can grow and contribute long-term, you're telling them exactly what they want to hear. You're not just chasing a paycheck. You want to build something. You want to invest in the company the same way you want them to invest in you. I'm looking for an opportunity where I can grow and contribute long-term. I'm at a stage in my career where stability and impact matter more to me than just moving from job to job. Thoughtful, mature, very impressive. Phrase number 10, I'd love the opportunity to bring that experience to your team. Save this one for your closing. This is how you end the interview with confidence and intention. It's your final pitch, a clean, warm, professional way to say, I want this job, and here's why I'm the right fit. I'd love the opportunity to bring that experience to your team. I genuinely believe my background in customer relations and my passion for this industry would make a real difference here. It's not desperate. It's not overly formal. It's direct and it's human. And it leaves the interviewer with a clear, positive impression of who you are and what you bring. And every interview with something like this. Close the door well. All right, let's bring it all together, because repetition is how we make things stick. Today we covered 10 phrases that will level up your interview English. I'd like to walk you through my background, your structured, confident answer to tell me about yourself. In my previous role, I was responsible for how to claim your experience with ownership and specificity. One of my key strengths is your clean, direct way to talk about what you do best. I'm particularly drawn to this role because how to show genuine, informed interest in the job. Based on my research about your company, the phrase that proves you came prepared. I work well both independently and as part of a team. Back it up with evidence and it becomes a credential. Always have questions ready when they ask, do you have any questions for me? I'm a quick learner and I'm comfortable with new challenges. Address the gaps before they become objections. I'm looking for an opportunity where I can grow and contribute long-term. Show you're invested for the right reasons. I'd love the opportunity to bring that experience to your team. Your powerful, confident closing line. 10 phrases. Practice them out loud, in front of a mirror, with a friend, in the shower, wherever. Because the more natural they feel coming out of your mouth, the more confident you will sound when it counts. You deserve that job. Now go get it. That's a wrap on today's episode of English Frenzy. If today's episode helped you, share it with someone who has an interview coming up. And if there's a topic you'd like me to cover, business emails, small talk, telephone English, presentations, let me know. I love hearing from you. Until next time, keep practicing, keep showing up, and remember, every expert was once a beginner. You've got this. I'm Pam. This is English Frenzy. See you next episode.